Yeah. Like a car was like $6,000 for a nice car. Nowadays, the cheapest car is $18,000. A bike goes from like $2,000 to $10,000 for a motorbike. It's high, but it's not that bad because our commutes are not that long either. So our price per gallon is about $10 a gallon compared to other places where it's like $3 a gallon. So in this garden, this grows sweet potatoes. And potatoes are one of the easier crops to grow. What you gotta do, take the leaves from the top, put them in the ground and let them grow. Then you can see a bunch of banana trees too. And this garden here, this property, he says if the bananas are hanging in the road and they're not hanging in the property, you can take them. But if they're in this property, leave them alone. Our farmland is still good because of our soil too. Our soil is real good. And we can pretty much grow because everything all year round because the sun's pretty much all year. Only like probably about 4 months of the year it just gets cool, like really cool at nighttime. Like it might be like 52 degrees Fahrenheit, but it might feel like 35 degrees Fahrenheit. So on our right, this is Bermuda's only college. And the name Bermuda College. I don't know what else they would have named. But yeah, that's our college. A lot of people go to like 1 year there before they go abroad, just to get a feel of how school and college is gonna be. You can see another marketplace right here. Yeah. So this is our first stoplight city for this drive. So this is your first junction. So we go in this area, there's ice cream. So ice cream's another one of our, it's only one ice cream. But it's like, I won't say like McDonald's, because these guys make like real wagyu fish sandwiches. Like they actually take the time and use better ingredients. But that's the only place that actually stays open till 3 o'clock in the morning. So like sometimes it's like convenience is like, do you want to cook? Do but me, I wake up 2 o'clock and cook. I don't mind. Yeah. Yeah, so heading into the city, this is where, like right now, you ain't gonna see no more stoplights until we turn off. We head to the city. So from here, straight, there's only one other one, and that's just at a junction of a hill where there was a lot of accidents. Yeah. So they literally just took off all the cars out this garden on the left hand side. You can still see some cars still today. Yeah, so right here on our left is a bunch of bushes. But that was actually where our first tennis stadium was in Bermuda. And Bermuda actually introduced the tennis to the US as well. You can see some little mailboxes still here and there. We don't use them no more. Everything just goes straight to the post office, but they still keep it as memorabilia and things in that store. So right here, this is called Strawberry Hill. So if we was gonna go to our left hand side, this would be Harbor Road. So, but this is called the land. And on this stretch right here, you can find a lot of doctor's offices and things like that. And then a place like a plant nursery called Albert Health Nursery. very to our left as well. They do a lot of startup plants, even fruits and vegetables and everything. And in Bermuda, people are very trustworthy, so you can see all that stuff that's open like that, nobody will come and take it. Even the farms and gardens. Very rarely. Very rarely. But they know if they get caught, what's gonna happen to them? They're gonna get paid like a little kid, too. You know? No, we don't pay them again. But bread is right, what wrong is wrong. So this is like our highway in Bermuda. This is East Broadway. So this is more like going into towards the city. And if you keep following this road, this will be Front Street. Yeah, and on island we have a lot of boats. I think sometimes we have more boats than people on this island. So this big building right here, this is one of our first big buildings on the island. So a guy named Sir John Swan, black guy, he just went 90. Still walking strong, still strong. Fought a lot for us black people when he was younger. And this is his building, right here. Yeah, John Swan is a good man. They're trying to build one bigger than he is, but he's the original the front face of the city. Yeah, and it's him, it's himself too, like, you know. Whoever building this building, I've heard these crane right here. He knows how much investors are trying to build this building. So right here, this is like Front Street. So this is where you'll find like your shopping centers, a lot of pubs, a lot of restaurants, curtain nail salons. Rivers is a Mexican restaurant. Dockside is more like a pub where we go and watch football games, cricket games, rugby, things of that sort. PSSST is actually a pizza place. Yeah. It's like pizza sauces. It's so this is where all our stuff come in. This is our docks. So anything that comes to Bermuda, that's pretty much right there. And that's our cabinet building to our right hand side. Yeah, all these most of these buildings are probably just 100 years old. Not all these buildings are really, really, really ancient. Yeah, that's what they're trying, but it's not gonna be as nice. Yeah, and this is saying like all of this hillside is a lot of exempt companies, reinsurance companies, reason broken Myers. Yeah, so if a cruise ship was ever in Bermuda, this pool right here was where we're actually parked. Those actually coming in today is about, I think it was like 600 or 700 people. Much smaller boat, but still a boat. Like this downtown, and then you can walk up one more block up to the right, and then like that would be another street. Yeah, that's Bank of Butterfield. Bank of Butterfield is a Bermuda thing. Yeah, they're in Cayman Islands and somewhere else in the world also. And this area more down too, like more clear shopping and things like that. Yeah, you have HSBC and Clarendon. Just gonna jump out just to see what's going on real fast. We're all on the same page. Be right back, everybody. recreates some old ancient treasures from Bermuda. So recently they done this old cross that they found from a shipwreck from like the 1500s. And they only bring these beads on like small quantities. And then we have another one, Bermuda thing called Clarion Bank. Or Clarion, sorry, I said called Clarion. But it's called Clarion Bank. But that's a local bank as well. And that one you have to put, I think, instead of $100 for deposit, that one you have to deposit $500 to start. So all these buildings are exempt companies and real estate companies in all these buildings. Applebee. And there's a park down there called Bars Park. So Bars Park is one place where we actually have a lot of parties. And also, like for little kids fishing tournaments, they let the little kids fish off of that dock. And whoever catch the biggest fish off the dock, so it's fair. Yeah, it's a couple different major construction jobs going on right now. So this is the Bacardi building. So this is one of Bacardi's few locations around the world. And every Friday, once a month, they have a Black Friday where all the vendors in that whole area will be locally youngsters and older people. So just like Southampton Princess, this is Hamilton Princess. Same similar color. Almost the exact same color. All the older resorts are actually all this color, like coral color pink. And this building was very useful for the US back in World War II. When all the mail used to come back from England, they had to come here and stop here before they went back to the Americas. They had to open up every single envelope just to double check. But this is like one of our top resorts in the island right now also. And they also have a beach club just near Horseshoe Bay Beach as well. That's also locally in the Green family. They have a piece of property, and they're actually the ones that are developing the big property just to our left or on our right hand side as we just coming down the road. So when I was younger, we don't have no amusement parks in Bermuda. So what my father used to do, if you look at these ramps, he would go up this ramp right here and go around. And when we got down to this one to come down, he would giddy cut gas and it was jump down the hill ramp. Just for some form of fun. So it was a picture just now of a guy, the gentleman by the name of Johnny Barnes. So when we entered the first city of Hamilton, this guy every single morning will wave to everybody. Every single morning. My whole lifetime. It's past now, but that was like one thing and tradition. Every morning you see Mr. Johnny. Mr. Johnny Barnes. Or say, morning, I love you, have a good day. That was his favorite saying. Champagne. Yeah, even though some of these businesses are big buildings, they always try to leave some trees and some greenery around these areas as well. And coming up on our left, you're gonna see up top, you're gonna see like a maroon color building. This is actually Rose Bank. The Rose Bank was one of the like original banks, and they had also a theater in the same bank. So during the riots, we had riots in Bermuda in the early in like 1940s, and this is one of the buildings that actually burnt down. They were finding a lot of different things on. So, like I was saying, like this asset will be owned by what's his name, Mr. Canada. So everybody tries to like invest the money in something that's always profitable when you are to look for income that they ain't really gotta work for, and it's easy flood. And this is actually the longest stoplight in Bermuda. No, honestly, this is the longest stoplight in Bermuda. Yeah, so this road is Bermudiana. So our next road is going to be Church Street. So for me, this road is real easy to remember. Like Front Street, Reed Street, Church Street. That's all these long running roads. And honestly, I don't even know all the roads in Hamilton. Most times, like when we name a place or figure out something, we would just say a location, like by Barber's Door or near the haircut place, Nack City liquor store or something like that. So recently, women actually getting into a lot of solar panels and easy electricity. This is why it's called Church Street because of that church right there. Yeah. Every day, 12 o'clock, the bell still rings too. I think that's a Catholic church. And there's a little girl named Ashley. She is a lemonade stand. She's, I don't know, I would say she's a millionaire now, but she's close to a couple 100,000. She started when she was like 13. She's about 23 now, so the last 10 years. And as soon as they set up, all day, juice and fresh, juice and fresh, juice and fresh. And they also do different flavors of like passion fruit, fresh passion fruit mangoes, things like that, just to get a different taste. So that's our city hall right there. That actually caught fire one time too, and a lot of documents actually went missing as well. But everything came back full circle. Yeah, so this is like the business center. If you're working for a business and you're wearing a suit every day, this is like pretty much the area that you'll be coming to do business. Yeah, and there's another one that does really got built. So sometimes, like during sometimes, investors might not back out of certain things, but during certain times they wouldn't invest the money, even though they still want to invest it. Sometimes they might sit for about 4 years until. So this is our Supreme Court building to our right. So any major cases, that's where it gets done. And then these are like government offices, and the one on the end is actually our police station by the city of Hamilton. So that's like the main um, police station. Yeah, everywhere. And right here, straight ahead, this blue building is actually our main fire station on island. That's why I have so many more doors compared to the two-door one in other locations. So the gentleman in the purple shirt right here, he makes a killing every day. So what he do, he washes cars for a living. But he charges about $50 a car. He probably does like eight cars a day. So yeah, he makes a darn good profit. And people trust him enough that he will come to your job, pick up your car from your job, bring it around, and then clean it, and then bring it back, and he'll walk back. Yeah, guy's a cool guy. Because sometimes some people like grew up where they never finished even middle school because they had to take care of their family sometimes. Like leave school like 12 years old and just go work. So some of them, some jobs you can't get nowadays like that. When I was younger, even if you was educated, you could go from construction job to construction job, and then only job training as well was always an option. In this space right here, this gap right here, it actually used to be a building. So we hardly got any big fires, but this was one of our biggest fires in there. They actually knocked the building down after and just leveled it out. So now some Portuguese people actually in a restaurant and a bar now. And this is probably one of the more lively spots during Fridays and Saturday nights. They have a bunch of like different games and stuff that you can play as well. Yeah. So everybody just setting up now. They'll probably open up 11 o'clock. Yeah, but this week's gonna be a quiet week because next week's gonna be a real wild, crazy week. Busy, busy, busy because of the cup match tournament, the cricket tournament. So if you guys look to your right hand side, you can see a lot of wooden pills and stuff, and a lot of woodwork. That's all Bermuda local cedar. So this company actually comes 3 times a year and paints them and makes sure it's up to that look. So you want to be able to look at yourself while you're looking in that. That's a very lucrative business as well because not a lot of people do woodwork no more. So I know when I used to do wood flooring, I used to probably get paid like 20 an hour at 21 years old. So as we get less and less people, the more money you could actually charge. Then we have a like Trini spice, so this is Trinidadian food. So they like roosters and prairie goat. To on our left, a little Buddha right there. Looks like we're